I recently traveled to Siquijor with my friends Sandy and Vernie, and I'm excited to share with you guys a travel guide to this small but beautiful island. The mystical island of Siquijor is known to have magic potions, shamans, and witches. And for many Filipinos, we are actually very scared of going to Siquijor because we are afraid of getting cursed. So for us Filipinos, we try to not be pabuyag. I don't know. I'll write a description here and what it is. And now the first thing that I want to share with you guys is how I got there from Iligan City to Siquijor. I actually took the bus from Iligan City at 10 p.m. in Tambo Terminal. It takes about 6 to 10 hours. It depends on how long you're going to be staying in the barge, and it costs around 350 pesos all in all, like from Iligan to Dipolog. And from Dipolog, we took the ferry to Dumaguete, which takes around 4 hours, I think, and it costs around 575 pesos. And I think it's actually cheaper if you have a student ID or a senior card or a disability card. And from Dumaguete, we rode the fast cut for about 45 minutes, I think, and then we arrived at Siquijor at night. Now the next thing that I want to share with you guys is where we stayed at. We actually stayed in Siquijor for 2 nights, and we ended up staying at 2 different places each night because I think there was a problem with the booking in Glamping. A lot of people tried to book that place because it's like hyped, and we ended up having to look for another place to book for the first night, and we found this place in booking.com. Anyway, we found the place Aquamari Beach Camp Resort or something. This is what it looks like. We arrived at night. We didn't have any expectations on what the room would look like. We were really like in awe of how amazing the room was. It's just really like, I don't know, you see it for yourself. It's really pretty, right? We then had dinner in our resort and it was really delicious. And after our dinner, we decided to go to bed because it was already late and we were tired from traveling the whole day. The next day, I decided to wake up early to take pictures. This is what the rest of the resort looks like. It's really beautiful. The money was well spent. We are all facing the beach. And I want to talk more about this beach resort. There are actually only 4 geodesic domes. I think it's called geodesic domes. And there's only 4 of them, and the 4th one is actually a very big sized dome. I think it can fit like 10 people inside. I'm not really sure. We didn't really check that out, but it looks really like significantly bigger than the other 3. And it's really cool because we have our own designated bathrooms per tent, and of course the bathroom is very clean. They also had solar panels, which is very green. They provided clean mineral water that is free. And there were chairs outside of the dome. And it's just very futuristic looking. It's cool, and the restaurant was delicious. And overall, if I had to rate this beach resort, I think I would give it like a 9 out of 10. My only complaint is that the beach or the bay area wasn't as clean as I expected. I mean, I don't have a very high standard, but it wasn't swimmable in the bay area. I think it was maybe the time of week or the time of the month or something where it was just significantly dirty. But yeah, I thought that they would clean that up. There was a lot of like dead seaweeds, and the girl in the bar told me that it was supposed to be high tide in the morning. That's why I woke up in the morning, but it wasn't. So yeah, that was kind of like, I don't know, misleading. And yeah, that was my only complaint. I didn't like the bay that much. But I think if we went at another time of the year, this would have been perfect. I think the water would be really high and it would be really clean. I don't know. That's all I can say about Aquamare. After checking out, we rented out a motorcycle. No, not a motorcycle. We rented out a tricycle. Yeah, sorry. And we went around the whole island for 5-6 hours. It was actually enough because we didn't stay at a certain place for more than an hour. We just sort of went to this tourist spot, took pictures, and then left. because we really wanted to see everything, and we ended up doing it too fast or something. But yeah, I really liked it. We went to these places. I'm not gonna name them one by one because I honestly forgot what they're called now, but we were able to go to maybe 6 or 7 tourist spots. And just in case you're wondering how much this costs around 1,200 to 1,500. It depends on how many things you decide to want to go during the trip, because there are some places where they require like an entrance fee of 10 pesos or 30 pesos or 50 pesos. And yeah, I think 50 pesos is the highest like entrance fee of something. I think it was Salagdoong Beach. I'm not sure. We didn't even stay that long there. We just took like 10 pictures there. We didn't really like the vibe of Salagdoong Beach because there were way too many people. It was that time of day. I think it was like 2 in the afternoon or 3, where everyone was just there like at the same time. It was way too crowded. So if you want to go to Salagdoong Beach, maybe go really early or really late, but not in the peak times, because it is way too many people and you won't be able to enjoy it. And when we went to Salagdoong Beach, I don't think I have a lot of clips for that because we really didn't stay long at that place. But we did enjoy this very Instagrammable road, the Salagdoong Forest, and we took like cool shots like these. And it's really Instagrammable, but that's all that we did there basically. We just took pictures at the tourist spots. And at one point of the day, we visited the Balete tree. It is basically a very old tree, and in our culture we believe that there are elves inside it hiding there, so you better be like careful or respectful when you do go there because you might get buyaged. Buyaged. Mabuyagan ka dyan. And in this tourist spot, there was actually a herbal medicine area where you get to buy like love potions or lucky charm potions or something like that. It's really cool because our culture is very much intact. A lot of us believe in superstitions and lucks and potions and witches and stuff like that. And one of the funniest thing happened during our trip. We went to Cambughay Falls. It's a bit of a walk heading down. I think it's like 100 something steps. It's not that much, but it's very painful in the feet because it's not even stairs. And when we did arrive there, we sat down in the bottommost part of the falls, and we thought like, wow, this place is so full, but it's very pretty. And yeah, it's very full again. I think it was like 3 or 4 in the afternoon already, and there were just so many people that we didn't want to leave our spot anymore because we feel like it was a good spot where we were swimming at. And we took a couple of pictures. Thank you, Gilmer, for lending us your GoPro. It was really cool. And also, earlier I mentioned that it was the funniest thing ever. We stayed at the bottommost part of the falls, and we didn't realize that there were more falls like upstairs. And we went to a tourist spot, but we didn't go to the tourist spot. So yeah, that was really funny. So we just stayed in the bottom, and we basically missed like the highlight of that tourist spot. So yeah, that was funny. And after that, we went to Glamping Siquijor, and this is what our tent looks like. To be honest, I kind of felt discouraged about the place because in the pictures, like in booking.com, it looked really pretty, the pictures that they provided, and it looked very clean and very cool, like temperature wise. But again, it was that time of the year where it was way too hot, so I didn't really feel comfortable inside our tent just using one fan. So yeah, I know a lot of people stay at glamping because they expect something very naturey and at the same time something like, you know, glamorous. But for me, glamping was not glamping at all. For me, glamping was more, I don't want to say something mean, but I will. It was more of camping, like regular camping. I don't really recommend you staying in glamping if you like being comfortable. I don't know, that was mean. I know that was mean to say, but that's exactly how the three of us felt. Like, we felt like we weren't comfortable at all. If I had to rate the glamping, I would rate it maybe 4 or 5 out of 10 rating compared to the 9 out of 10 for the Aquamare. And I also want to justify what I just said. I was more disappointed with glamping because if you compare both places, we paid for the same amount of money. I think there was just like 100 or 200 pesos like difference between the two places, but the Aquamare geodesic dome was way glamorous than the glamping. And I actually have 3 or 4 tips to enjoy the Siquijor trip more. And yeah, if you're looking for a place to stay, Aquamari Beach Resort, I'm not sponsored by them obviously, but it's really, really, really nice there and I really recommend it. And that is all for today. I hope you guys find this video helpful and thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye! Geodesic dome, the Aquamare Beach Resort Beach Camp Resort, geodesic dome.